categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Penix from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, 22 needle, yellow, set.
It's Young off play action. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska with it. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. To throw, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go.
Young to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers with a 1st down here. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Ooh, the juke. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Falcons at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Open man is Kyle Pitts is tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
This ball down the field for Pitts. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Young off the play fake. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And Tommy Tremble, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
17. Come on.
Looking to throw. Young. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Okay, ready? Slide through.
Young working out of the gun. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air, Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. On the draw, Robinson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And this would cut along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And ready.
First down. A gain of 19
Here we go. Here's the set.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's Penix. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now here's Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Young is set to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set, hunt.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers had 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll throw with Penix. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw again is Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready, ready.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception, Young got a man and he hits him in stride. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
The play fake, now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's caught. It's the tight end Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
45, white.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They're looking deep here for Mooney. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 ready. 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Set.
Young off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out right at the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go. Yellow. Ready?
Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Young now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs. Hubbard will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And this will be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone touchdown. Chuba Hubbard punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Bijan Robinson, 65 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
Here we go. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. They'll find McMillan here. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready?
At the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Let's go.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go. Back.
Young to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
On the double. Set. Ready. 45. What? Ready?
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Dances by him. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 28 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here we go. Panthers 6, Buffalo 18.
to the air. Penix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A play fake. Now Penix. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. 77.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. 10 cycles.
Off the play fake, Young.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Davis now to return it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 21-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
line. Set, ready. 60 ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Red, cycle. Set,
they go play action. Young.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 14. And the Panther first down.
Again, it's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Ready.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
But I think the ball's out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's now
2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Shut up! 70 Lions!
Now Penix. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A third down gain of 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
Stays on his feet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him on the 100-yard mark.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Penix.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Striker, 3, let's go now. Red, Sight, 52, blue.
Now Young.
This is caught by McMillan.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
44 yards.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 4. They'll go play action here with Penix.
And now here's another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Up to a whole nother level. From low, no better. Then I got what you need.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Hubbard.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.